Well, it's a talent. That's the thing. It's a baseline talent.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
That's what I wonder if like it'll be worth it.
Whether add the game and accept my invitation to this race.
Let's go, Tom.
Actually, the whole thing I'm just going to be instructing one key press at a time.
Key press here, bam, bam. 2 key press here, bam, bam.
Reverse, reverse. Slide to the left.
Another crazy thing is your wall is like one of your first picks, and then you can make it
That's
a minute and a half again, or you can just make it a 60% wall.
Right.
It's really sick.
Just so everybody's aware, we may be starting just a couple of minutes late, but I'm going to use that time to do literally a blow-by-blow in P2 so we can get to P3 cleanly tonight. We have Rev's train was very slightly delayed, so I'll be here momentarily, but
I've never taken a train.
What?
public transit is a lovely way to commute, but I know it's not a thing that a lot of the country does.
KC had like buses.
Dude, Kansas City's public transit is fucking...
Yeah, but they didn't have like
Special
underground
place.
trains and shit. I've just never.
Have you ever been to like New York City, Karen?
Oh no. I don't think I would really have an interest in going.
Why not?
Just scary.
A lot of things
It's
are
not that bad.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
glad.
know. I think that's good to some places.
I had a piano teacher in college who talked really bad about the place. Like, he didn't like it.
Classic.
I mean,
So I don't know. I guess I just got a bad like connotation with it.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
And my sister says that it smelled terrible there, like just garbage,
every
rotten
city
garbage everywhere.
smells. Let's be real.
New York, I mean, Manhattan is particularly smelly.
It sounded like Buggy with COVID.
Because it has just like the combination of like a really bad trash collection system that involves literally setting your trash on the sidewalk, and then hot weather in the summer where you're literally just like baking your garbage in a communal space, which is
Bake your garbage at 3.
exactly in many ways not ideal. and create
Preheat
some
your garbage oven.
stinky situations. Yeah, preheat your oven to an optimal garbage baking temperature.
It's gonna be great with like 2 DPS.
Be right back.
If our warlocks were here, life would be a lot easier. Our warlocks do not take their responsibility too seriously. Slash. I was gonna say slash Taco was conscripted into playing warlock and all. So. Whether's too busy learning bot commands.
Alright, I alt F4 and I'm logging in.
I think that's probably for the best. Given Blizzard's current track record. What if I just like went rogue and played Kyrian in this fight?
I said that dude sounded like Buggy with COVID. He did the Batman voice.
Frames. Prepare for your frames to get absolutely fucked. Papa once said, "I'm horny for frame fucking." Hello. Wither's still on the Ring of Fates? My god. How much shit do I need to talk, Wither?
Invite me.
Rex just walking by. I aggroed, help me, Rex. Okay, well Rex gone, so this doesn't despawn the trash, it just teleports people if we're close to it. Maybe it does despawn the trash. A little bit. Okay.
You beat the game. I think it got reset.
Oh god. Is it still up there?
Yeah, he's chilling.
Whatever, we can summon, but we don't have a warlock here, so we can't summon.
I'm almost at the raid.
Very slow motorcycle echo. Can you hop on Longboy Echo? Sorry, I just realized that I only have a couple oils of all things in my bags. Wall.
I'm kind of tired.
Now a mailbox. XDO. So we already did them. Okay, so quickly, while we're waiting for the last couple of folks who are just trickling in, we have Rev is like almost home, but he had a train delay commuting back from the office today, so just a minute longer. I wanted to, while we're all here together, spend just a minute literally like going through play-by-play the timeline of Phase 2, just because we are like on the verge of perfecting it, but I just want to, because this is Tuesday and we're going to have really great back-to-back days of Prog this week, I think it's a good idea for us to spend the time to make sure that we are building on a solid foundation right off the bat, because there's no reason we don't get to see and get deep into Phase 3 or even Phase 4 tonight. We are in prime time, so let's use our time wisely. I'm screen sharing from the same Shaman POV. I'm going to be starting from about the 3:20 mark, because this is the transition from Phase 1 into Phase 2. Obviously, Phase 1, we still have to make sure, I think, before we, putting the cart before the horse, before we focus on phase 2, we really need to focus on making sure that folks are not idly dying in phase 1. The one button that you need to be looking for an opportunity to press in phase 1 is your health potion, not your health stone necessarily, but your health potion, because this is a long enough fight that you have at least 2 health potion casts, and so you need to. You got that maximum 2 health potion casts as well, thank God. But so you need to be looking for an opportunity to press your health potion in the first phase. The other thing that I will point out is that there are large portions of the first phase when you are out of LOS of all of your healers. Because of the way the pillars work, we are begging and pleading. We're begging you to stay alive. And can we get close up?
I can. I'm in combat with this thing.
Oh yeah, coming at is coming.
Can I jump off and die? Will that work?
He's on me, it looks like. He's
Do you want me to just
targeting
run up there?
me?
Can we just turn around and kill them?
Yeah, let's do that. Because we ran through and we didn't have any blocks. Super well. No, but the point is that we just literally we cannot heal you for much of the phase, and it's just really helpful if you watch your own health bar. You're the only person who's an LOS of you anytime you're in a hole, and for a large amount of the time whenever you're flying afterward, because the LOS is just really wacky. And then in addition, all of the chains, or not chains, sorry, the pillars are LOS as well. So there's a very good chance that especially the third Torment cast, you are going to be in some danger, because you're going to go from runes, so it's domination, into the soak mechanic, into MC lines, and then almost immediately after the tank soak, bombs, and torment. That's a moment where you're in just a ton of danger, and you got to protect your own health bar. So that's where we're going to start. But other than that, phase 1 was looking great. We just got the timing figured out on Thursday. We're going to not reinvent the wheel there. We just need to be getting through phase 1 consistently without using a battle res. That is our phase 1 goal tonight. And with everybody who needs one having pressed their health potion. That is the goal for phase 1. Phase 2, let's just walk through together just the order of operations in phase 2. So let me know if this audio is coming through and if it bugs you. So this is the transition into phase 2. So obviously this is the last set of MC lines. We have to be super careful here. But then we backtrack and phase 2 begins. First things first in phase 2, our bloodline soakers are sort of getting almost in position. They're obviously, this shaman whose POV we're watching with his lovely long hair and his big goofy smile. This is how I imagine Kieran plays Elemental Shaman as well. He is in one of the soak groups, so he's already in position for his soak. The very first 3 mechanics here are MC, so people who are out here need to be getting ready to get in for MC, into Torment, and then the Tank Blast. So we've got MCs going out. I believe the Shaman gets MC'd, one of the first. He just trimmers himself and goes straight back in. We have Charms right after this first MC. We have Torment, rather, right after this first MC. So people are getting prepared to not stand directly where they need to be. So he doesn't actually do a great job of it there. And then the tank isn't running to this one. Can you see my mouse? That's a question that I think is
yes. Yeah, we can.
Right. So the tank is actually running to the other pillar, the one segment counterclockwise from here. So the tank has run back to the far pillar. Everybody's done the Torment, and then the next up is heal. Everybody gets reset into position. You're watching raid health gets topped up here, and we go straight into the blood heal. So he gets his lines. Everybody's lining up. He backs his happy ass in there. Life is groovy. Then we get the blue circle that was once a knockback, but is no longer. And we have the second tank blast, which just happened. I didn't call that. The second tank blast just happened and cleared this pylon. So after that, there's like sort of a 10-second breathing room. We've got the big blue swirly into our next torments. This is a tricky-ish torment because it's happening along with movement. Sorry, I'm getting pings. Okay, relevant. So the torment is happening just after the move, so you have to make sure that you get moved into position, know where you need to stand. This is the second torment in phase 2. Get your circles down. You note that the blood soakers are already stacking near their blood soak, so the order is nearly the same. Torment, and then we go straight into a charm and a tank blast. So charms go out here. Folks are running in, so this guy's getting his happy ass inside. The tank is going clockwise of us. One segment. Pull in game. And then we have another sort of moment of breathing as we're DPSing down. Shit, as we're DPSing down these charms, you have a moment of breathing room before the next tank blast, and then we move into the second heal. So tank blast, second heal, and they're right in position, and then they go. Melee, the one thing to keep in mind here, every time they heal, we haven't had a huge number of issues with this, but every time they heal, we need to be cheating to the outside and make sure that we're not in this lane. We have only had issues with that a couple of times, but remember, every time you touch a Beyblade, you do a bunch of damage to everybody within 20 yards, so melee need to make sure they're cheating out. The other reason is that on the third soak, we are all really close together, and a melee standing right here where the pets are can accidentally link to this chain instead of to the heart, which deprives us of the heal and kills us because of the Beyblades. Okay, so moving forward, the knockback that's not really a knockback into the next torment. This is a tricky one because, again, it's a torment that's happening right as the boss is moving. We are going to hang out for this torment, so drop this torment here and then move boss, and then move boss, and so it's a really this is an awkward slice because you're just right up against the pylon, and the tank blast comes relatively quickly to clear that pylon, but this is like an awkward boss position. It feels awkward, so you just have to be careful to not pre-move that torment. So we've got the tank blast. Yeah, the tank is going near into another set of mind controls. This is the third set of mind controls. And then right off of the mind controls is the torment. I want to emphasize one more time for the melee that if you are in this position, you need to be stepping out here or to the other side so that the mind control people have a clear line to run through. And it's not because of them. They don't take damage while they're mind controlled. It's so that the people, the melee who need to chase down those mind control people like dogs and teach them a lesson, don't have to walk through or hang back and wait for your torment puddle to clear. So if you are that person, step to the side. So we've got the charms into the blue circle. Remember, there's a line from the blue circle. We have one more tank blast. The tanks are handling this. This is the one where Rek is going to take the longest walk in the universe all the way back there. And this is another kind of awkward tank blast because it overlaps with the heal. So that's nothing for the heal people to keep in mind, but Rek back there is going to be doing the Lord's work, keeping in mind the Beyblades. So he's dropping here and hustling through in a way that avoids certain death.
Can I make a mention real quick?
Yes, please.
The people that are out for those soaks that they just did with the Beyblades.
Yes.
I'm pretty much okay, but the other people might need healing. I was taking a lot of damage just being out there and being like far away. I don't know. So it's just something to be aware of as healers. Like, we're scary out there.
Yeah,
we're not hitting
absolutely.
the bots.
So I'm covering my group, but you guys don't
your
have a
group is
healer.
far. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on you. Damage will be much smoother if people avoid basically standing in torment and taking extra torment hits. But this is the one that I also wanted to emphasize. Melee, this is the one where it's really, really important that for the soak, we're standing on that side, because this line comes in at like an angle that is just a little bit closer than the others. There's just like slightly less space, so just be super careful there. There's one more set of torments, one more tank blast, and then we basically have free reign to just move him to the. This is the wall that faces us. So torments, the tank blasts this pillar. Any day now. Oh shoot, there's one more heal isn't there. I totally lost couple of heals there. Oops. Yeah, heal 4.
Overlap. If you see the tank, he's on the opposite side of
Yep.
the pillar. He has the circle.
Yeah, so tank blasts here. This is the 4th heal. The 3rd and the 4th heals come in really close succession. So that's another really good thing to keep in mind. This is like the nastiest overlap, because we have a heal, a tank blast that's going to be absolutely chunking this tank, which is going to be Nash. Charm, 4 seconds away, and Torment, 5 seconds away. So watch how they do this. We're getting the heal in. If you get the charm, if you're this guy and you get the charm, you have to like find your way along behind the Beyblades before the mind control goes out. They got lucky and didn't have one there. Torments, and then that's the final pylon. The rest of the phase, they have basically not standing in holes. They have like a 15-second period to move the boss to the far end. Does anybody, okay, before we move on, does anybody have questions there? Sorry to belabor the point, but while we were waiting for Rev anyway, I figured we would take a moment to, you can see my house MD and Trixie Mattel recommended videos.
Well, are we waiting for Rev, or are we going with this?
We will go ahead and take a couple of polls with this, but I wanted to make sure, does anybody have any questions about how we're handling any of the stuff in Phase 2? Because our goal here is to perfect Phase 2 tonight and see Phase 3. That is the stated goal. We need to get out of Phase 1 without using a battle res, and with every health potion on cooldown. Obviously, don't pump it if you absolutely don't need to, but every health potion on cooldown. We need to avoid MC lines from that final set of MCs, and then we get to see Phase 2 with everybody alive. If there aren't questions about Phase 2, let's do the first 15 seconds of Phase 3, because it's going to happen and we're going to just shit ourselves. Let me do it just a second, Holly. So Phase 3, we move to this farthest, this is a lot like Heroic, we move to this farthest wall of pillars. We're right up against it. For the first few seconds of the phase, there's just not a lot going on. Then we get stunned and we get to like get up, refresh our drinks, whatever. Peek outside the door, outside the window at the sunset, whatever you need to do. Skip ahead because obviously we don't need to see that. The fuck are we waiting for?
No, falling ceiling.
That's right. Yeah, so bait the falling ceiling to here, and then they move all the way back here to bait the first, or they do the first soak. They get the first line here. So they all are clustered. So the idea is chain and then line come in really close succession. So everybody needs to walk their happy asses to this like pixel stacked point. We're dropping barrier, AMZ, a bunch of healing cooldowns. These first chains come out. That first tank is just absolutely like hauling ass away to break the chains immediately while everybody else is in here. And then we get our first line to the Heart of Azeroth, which we soak. So that's the Azeroth heal. We touch this this soak, which is not connected to the middle. At this point, we are just taking our damage buff and going about our days. And then the next mechanic, and this is the most important sequence here. So that first 3 things is like really simple. We start here, we move here, drop all our CDs, break the first chain, soak the line. That's 3 steps. Really, really simple. The next mechanic is the one that can be the Giga Wipe, which is Defile. So we have our lock gate right here. So he starts casting Defile, and as soon as he starts this cast bar, it's a 1.5 seconds long. As soon as he starts this cast bar, we gate. Vroom vroom. Immediately after, so I just heard 2 people join. So as soon as he starts the cast bar here, we see it pop up. As soon as he starts, gate. Immediately after, we get Torment. This is where our second weak aura, which looks like this, comes in. You are facing, everybody please set eyes on this weak aura really quick. You have it in the pack that Rev gave you. Facing the center of the room, you are orienting around this hex. So this hex is the hex where the boss will be standing. And there are 5 torments on, or 10 torments on Mythic. You are stacking with your pal. So Sin Folly here and Laura are stacking together in front left. You're stacking with your pal pixel tight. So watch these people move into position, not hitting the heal. So they move into position, and then the entire raid, this is like really, really sketchy looking, but that's exactly how it has to be done. The entire raid is collapsing into the center, just right in the hole. There's a tiny hole between the 5. So this guy gets bottom. He knows, okay, oriented to the center. I take this back corner. Don't touch the blood. Take this back corner. Collapse into the center. Then the ads all spawn. We nuke them down. In our healing cooldown, we hit the blood.
Again, also not healing Azeroth, right?
Again, not healing Azeroth. There's no need to heal Azeroth in this phase. Hit the blood, and then they already phased him. It's likely that we'll have to play a little bit longer in this phase, but look at their timers. There's a long time before anything else is happening, where we just would be cycling over. There's another Azerite puddle over here. There's one more, there'll be another line to soak. So let's start there. Sorry to, again, belabor the point, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page about phase 1 and the start of, phase 2 and the start of phase 3.
I had to go over the reading.
Thank you for your patience. We need to be on our game, and I think an important way we can cut some of the time off is by being fresh on whatever the fuck this fight is. Questions, comments, concerns? Grab a Vantis rune if you haven't already. I may be the only one who didn't because I was talking.
I've got an extra flask.
So you probably set up the weak aura, that last one where we're all stacking. Is that as we're facing the center of the room?
Yes.
That orientation? Okay.
Yes. Oriented to the heart of Azeroth. Just like the other weak aura. You should put them in the same spot. You should look at them in the same way. And remember that you will be stacking with another person for that torment. It will feel weird. We'll have a healing cooldown assigned. It is correct to be pixel stacked with another person and take their torment damage. Good to have everybody. Lovely to see you folks. Villainy, how's it going? Are you feeling okay?
We at Lock Rocks.
Oh, you know, surviving.
Yeah.
Should ask Kez that question.
Yeah. Is the baby asleep? Sorry.
Please don't die.
I met my friend's twin 2-month-olds yesterday, and that's a lot of baby. Oh yeah, sorry, Holy, I'm grabbing it right now. I presume you need an AH mount, Taco, or what?
Yes, please.
Is it something that I can trade to you?
Probably. I need Decibel Amanda.
Here, I got him. The good brother I am.
Thank you, because I have 90 gold. I just realized.
How?
Someone donate to this man's fund so he can repair throughout the fight.
I have left repairs.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm updating the note. And again, super appreciate your patience as I.
Rev said he's about 5 minutes out now.
Great.
Just in time for you to update that note.
Actually, he said. Oh, I guess that was 2 minutes. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it should be updated. Hopefully that looks right because that's what I have.
Yeah.
You swap
You
blasted
should
me,
see
so I
a
don't care.
sack and P2 now.
Oh, fuck yeah, I see it. I'm gonna external that. I'm gonna fucking throw my sack on Rev. Between sack and cock, we've got a lot of externals for Rev. For Rec, rather.
Let's say, why does Rev get them?
No, for Rec. Because I'm bad at read. Good. Okay, context.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Reminder to put my gateway control shard back on my bar. Holy shit.
Heal.
That's my fault.
We've got runes here. Double check, make sure you're going to the right spot. And we LOS for domination. Babyest MC lines. And we've got second glyphs, bombs here. We've got an Azeroth heal coming here. Afterwards, the healers will be stacked with tank soap.
Guess that's too far, I don't know.
Got bombs coming. This is our weird overlap. Bombs into Torment. Press the defensive if you have a bomb. Got domination here. We're LOSing and then we'll heal in just a moment. We still have 2 seconds. We can heal.
Revs, you're in the wrong spot. Yeah, sorry.
I quenched for you, Echo. Got Torment and bombs here. This is a great place for a health pot. Touch. Bombs here. Ranged, don't move ahead here, and this is also pots. Okay, combo, this is healers. Got runes, another great place for a health potion if you come up and you're on the low side. LOS this domination, that's domination, get safe. These lines, just be super careful. Go ahead and go Kuyo when you're backtracking. We will, which mage has cooldowns? I don't even know.
Not me.
That's ice. MC charms here, get in. We've got folks. Torment here. Oh, we don't force. Challenge mode.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll get there, don't worry. Go ahead and see it out. Keep going. Okay. Next up we have blue circle. Don't stand in the line. We're moving clockwise to new pie slice. Torment on the move. Be super duper careful. Arms and then boss. Blow the Please, bad boys up. No, we don't have red stars grab. We're fucking jamming.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here for touch. Don't get hit by blue. Beyblade touch.
Yeah, so when he said melee needs to be baiting out the tanks.
5, 4, 3,
Keep going here. So we're right up against this wall for positioning here. We've got MCs coming next. MCs under boss.
Missing the
Yeah.
right side
And this
link.
is the farthest tank
Healing
last here,
core.
right? That's fine. I just want to make sure that we see it here. So this next tank blast is Wreck going the longest mile, right? And then we backtrack to this near one. Or am I misremembering?
No, that was actually it.
Aren't the tanks supposed to be over
we didn't
one more
swap.
from there, or am I crazy?
That one's supposed to be the bad overlap right there. That's the one where you heal right next to the pillar.
Right. Yeah, no, so he's right next to so the tank the boss is supposed to be in this hex where I'm stunned right now.
Okay, so he stays there. That's all I need to know.
And then he
And then
moves
we can just adjust.
and then he moves into the next. Because this is the line, not the one we got, but this is the line that is supposed to fade us. By Azeroth. I hardly knew you.
P3?
Yeah, good job. Good first pull. We had some very
So
good help.
I just have a quick question.
Yep.
So during like all the lines right at the end of P1, I was kind of just like in between like 3 people, and like I just couldn't find. Is it better to just like immediately blink out and then plant, or
if you can blink out along your line, like literally turn around and blink out along your line, I think that's best case scenario.
okay, I just didn't know. I didn't want to like fuck someone else.
Because just avoiding moving side to side is the biggest thing, and you know, occasionally like very small side to side movements are going to be necessary, but what you want to do is turn around, look at where your line is, and just blink along it.
Okay.
Because that way people can like trust that it's going to be like not a left.
Yeah.
Or right.
I didn't want. I rather me get MC than me MC like 2 people.
Yeah. Yep. That is.
If you're gonna do a blink out, ideally you blink out right before the MCs come. Instead of
Yeah, you
right
can get
after
out
they come.
right before. I actually have to do that.
Okay.
This codex is stationary.
Well, and the other thing too is that the idea there is also a lot of the range should be not only like far back, but also spread out specifically for that reason, so that because every single person gets it. So if you don't, like if range are like too close in, or they're like right next to each other, then it creates like a spider web where there's just like no room for you to dodge.
Right. It's
Sorry, I got food. I
Okay.
didn't see others. Sorry, my bad.
yeah. It turns out it's just really important for range to.
I'm not
to step
ready.
up.
My changeling is still stuck on a haste for some reason.
It's the best stat.
It's not. Sorry. Trigger to eat crit food real quick and then move on. Okay. Switched.
Yeah,
fresh
and,
changelings don't want to go.
On that 4th one there, I died. I was just home. Do I just need to come in more? I'm just out there because I can be, but if I need to be
I don't
closer,
think
I
you
will.
should
We out
draw
here!
any significant conclusions from that. Can I have some celestial guidance?
Yeah, try me.
It's open with my dear friend Rob. Thank you.
I'm good.
I know we're pretty like deep into Prog, but would it be worth like putting another healer in the other chain?
I had the same question. I actually don't.
5,
think so. We just need to be like comfortable with the damage pattern. I think we'll be okay. Because it actually, I mean, the soak just actually doesn't do that much damage if people aren't getting clipped. Melee soak. First glyphs, make sure you're in your right spot. LOS for domination. Lines of Torment into new bombs. We'll heal after we come back down. Position for heal, and then healers will soak with tanks.
Titan boss is way too far behind. Like, range can't touch him. That's it.
Got runes. This is our rune torment overlap. Press your defensives. A fine time to also press a health pot if you need to. Domination will heal in 3 seconds. Melee's good to heal.
Range. Yellow.
Got glyphs. Torment coming out. If you're low, please press your health potion. Patching here. This is pots. Got bombs here. We did calculate it. If you want to wait to pot the moment the bombs go out, it's actually not the end of the world. If you feel bad, this is healer soak, wasting it if you get the bomb.
Good holy up.
Were we missing people there?
We were.
Oh. Range should be starting to head back. And spreading out.
This is final domination. Go ahead and press your health potion, villainy.
Do you want me or
You.
literally fell through the floor.
We need coverage for Moo.
What side is he on?
The right side.
I'm under bus.
I'll get Moo.
Not the res to be clear. The spot. We need a res on Holy Stance. This is MCs. Okay, oh my god. Mega Hunter. MC. We need more MC damage. All the MCs are just throwing themselves off.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Tank blast and heal. Ooh, we had a link into the raid there. It looks like Kez was out of position. Alice was maybe a little close.
I have no idea how Kez was closer than. Oh, it was Coolio.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was
Oh, you
still
were
filling
far
for-
side. You
Yeah,
were far side.
Oh.
I was like, I am not closer. Kez is.
I saw Druid, so I went to Druid spot. Yes, Rafi.
Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Dude, I'd love to be in the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome sounds great.
That triple MC for the hunters. That's fucking brutal. He had target acquired, and it's especially hard because I feel like our hunters have been doing a lot of our MC damage, so everybody else is going to need to
if Schwab gets MC, everyone needs to pay attention because he does a ton.
Right.
He's got that instant marksman AoE cleave, which is great until he gets MC'd.
Right. Can we drop a closet, please? We started with a quick review of Phase 2, got to all the way through Phase 2 in our first ball, which was nice. And people are pressing health potions, which is also nice. Although everybody who has a macro that uses both Healthstone and Health Pot, I'm going to need you to not do that. I'm going to need you to be a Mythic Raider right now.
For those of you who are used to that, there's an add-on called Health something, find it, but it will automatically use them in series. So you press it once,
Ham Health
one,
Pot.
you press it again, it uses two. Yeah, Ham Health Pot, that's the one. One button, press it the right number of times.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there. They are separate tools, and we should use them both.
Now that Rev's in, don't do any like additional slows on the MC.
Right, we've got Rev Earthbind back in the MCs, and that will be good. Yeah, let's focus on absolutely plowing those MCs into the ground.
Who's streaming?
That can be.
Me.
Oh, they're streaming. Twitch.tv/LAN.
We get markers.
Yeah, sorry. Holy shit. I should have done that. After the last ball. These are the things we rely on you and don't even realize. Flash do realize, but don't remember. On the warlocks for knowing where to put their shit even without them.
That was fun.
Big ol' fan of that.
Do you want to throw somebody else in the Windfear group besides me?
Yeah, I do. I think I meant to put Nash there.
Me.
Okay, bud.
I'm gonna watch Grad so I can watch his facial expressions.
Oh. Rev, do these marks look about right?
Sorry, I'm pulling up the thing.
Not that Warlocks really need it, but imagine that Warlock pet benefited from one fairy.
I mean, Max was talking about how early in
impacted pets would be awesome.
How early in the expansion or early in the patch they were testing whether the second best PI target was a Demon Warlock's pet after the first best was a Demon Warlock. And it was actually really close, hilariously.
The Tyrant or the...
It's Tyrant, yeah.
Can I have assist to switch these real quick? Sorry. They're very close. Just missing skull.
Oh, right. Diamond is down.
Well, but it's like one.
Wow.
Is good, X is good, Diamond is one. Okay.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
And John.
His last name is Gabe. That's unfortunate.
Maybe it's Gape.
Maybe it's
named after his favorite Warlock streamer.
Into line of sight after these bombs. Fine.
Bombs.
We're gonna be healing after these bombs.
Oh, I overran.
Go ahead and help pot if you're low.
We're lining. This is the set where we're going to soak mid-storm damage. Touch.
Excellent work on those lines. This is a great set for a health potion. I'm looking at Ben and rats with lag.
Cheating after this torment set. Touch. Press the potion. Press the cooldowns. Pull these runes. Healers on deck. Healers on deck. One more set of bombs. It's just like any other set of bombs. Torment. Use the mind control.
Range, go back.
Someone.
Fine. Just jump in with them every time.
Just double it up. Back a segment. Get my control.
Excellent work there. Arms and three.
You have mind controls. Get ready to be the boss.
5, 4, 3, 2,
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Touch.
Ours didn't connect.
What happened there with her? Go ahead and grab him, please. It's fine, let's keep going.
Watch these circles to the boss. Check our angles here. We got a hit.
We torment and then we move.
Shifting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check the boss all the way in the middle. Back him up.
Like right up against the wall.
Ready to heal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna need a backup on
Ben.
on my side.
Healing. 3, 2,
Going.
On Isis.
touch.
Yeah, I just couldn't get in position.
I got binding at the end,
Yeah,
so I couldn't get in the
tossed it.
position.
We're not pressing binding shot.
He wasn't in the stack and didn't have a slow,
Gotta
so
get
I
to the
threw it
stack.
at him to keep him
Just
from
don't
running.
press.
So, okay, I'll just let him run off the edge.
Yep.
That was really good. That was definitely the cleanest T2 we had. And the cleanest P1. We got through P1 without using a single battle res, and then Wither threw him. Oh my god.
Nice jump.
Then Wither threw himself off the side.
I cannot release. Well, Soulstone, I'm literally on top of this circle.
So one note on that pull is you were saying to move the boss, but he was just stuck in a casting animation at that point.
Yeah, there were a couple times where he wasn't. We just need to make sure that we have him right up against the wall.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
I can stop harping on it if you guys have the center of the slice down. It could just be the timing in which he's pausing.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't care if you keep on saying it, if it helps with everybody else and if it helps Rick, but I was just vocalizing why.
That was a
he had
Prog
to
pull.
protect.
That was a Prog pull.
And I hate to keep being a thorn about it, but I just feel like I'm.
You were doing
incredibly-
absolutely just fine until Steph started coming off the bus. You have zero additional need, I promise. Your health was no scarier than anybody else's.
No, it's no. It's
What's
scary
going on
when
there?
It's scary when I'm linking. Is why I'm like at like 20% pretty consistently. So I'm just trying to be watchful for that.
I heard healing streams pretty good cooldown.
Right, but it's mana too, and I'm just doomed from just healing myself.
Sorry, that was sarcasm on my part.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's good at all.
Healing stream is great. It's the single best healing per mana spent spell.
No.
So.
Well, there you go.
Go.
Better than renewing mist.
For shamans.
Oh.
I don't know about in the game, but.
Oh, I thought you were talking in the game. It was like
No, in the
on
toolkit.
RM was...
In the toolkit. Yeah. Check armor patches real quick.
Yeah, it'd be great if I could get it all up front, but.
I bet you can't get innervate.
True, dude. Just innervate. Elves will love that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We may try, depending on how that health situation goes this pull. We may try swapping Holy with one of the ranged stack of it. Per Codex's last email.
Healing after the bombs. Touching in 5. Touch.
What can one even do to take that much damage there, Grabs?
That was nuts.
Apply some lines healers soaking. If you get a bomb, make sure you have something personal here. If you have one available. Gonna be lining here and touching during. Make sure you get far. Cut. Torment into chain pull and make 8 press that here. For this torment, it's safe. spec for tank combo in 5 seconds. One more set of bombs. Range plant here if you don't have a bomb.
Hide here, and then we'll have Keziah stand.
Mind control there. Great on percent, you guys. Get ready to swap to mind controls. Mind controls move under the boss. Move under.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Great mind control damage. Let's do that every time. They're touching in 6 seconds. Each groups get ready. 2, 1. Touch. Job. Shifting one slice after this line. Shift. Spicy here, down here. Let's do your health box.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Arms. Jesus Christ, boys.
Touching in 5.
Touching in 5 seconds. Yep, 5 seconds. Touch.
I can open it.
Okay.
There's still a pool though. I'll be in the pool.
Res.
I'm waiting for blades.
And we'll res Els. Let's res Els quickly, please. I need a slice here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mind controls, you're stacking under the boss. Stack under. Both warlocks with PI. Mind control.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Touching in 5 seconds. Get ready to touch.
Alright,
Touch.
have it.
Looking great here. Torment.
5, 4, 3, 2,
After
George
You
is
need to
also
back
on.
up left side.
got one more tank blast.
It's 2 on left.
Killed one on left.
5, 4,
Touching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Lost.
Schwab, no!
Yeah, did we?
I don't know where my group is supposed to be.
Me and Ben were
no.
both in bad positions there. It was our
We
fault.
needed, so that's our big move set, right?
Yeah,
there.
the
We
other
should
pool's
be
over here.
With Star. The boss should be
Yeah.
on Star.
Yeah, so the Karen's group should have been on the circle one, and we should have been on the one they were on, Kodak.
That's correct, yeah. So yeah, you guys never have to make that big a move. The whole raid just moves 2 slices there instead of just 1 slice.
We are absolutely on track to hit phase 3 in the
Absolutely.
mid-30s, which is great. That was really excellent. We were down a healer for a big chunk of that. Is the difference? Who is the least? Here's the one question, and then I'll ask another question. Who is the person who is in the side with Ben, Kieran, Moo? Who's our 4th person over there?
Taco.
Taco. Who is the least comfortable over there that we could swap for Holy? Holy, are you okay with us?
Can I make a suggestion on that?
Please.
I think you should take Taco out because he's too far away for me to PI. So he pops his Tyrant, and my frames are glowing, but he's on the other side of the world, and I can't PI him.
I fuck with that. Okay, Taco, you're out. Holy, are you okay with connecting over there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. I think
Well,
that'll be
easy, it's
good
connecting,
because
so-
my sense is that'll give us a better sense because it really it looks like that side is taking more damage, and I know a big part of that is just not having a healer, a pocket healer. But yeah,
I won't be able to really pocket much because I just have back-to-back
He's
ramps.
dead.
So
Yeah.
right, you're just gonna be in range of them in a way that I think you are not.
Like one global on the group, like one radiance should be fine.
Yeah, so
I can't spend any radiances though. They're 40 seconds apart.
Got it. I mean, then it honestly is probably Kazaya.
yeah, that's fine. Would that be okay with you? Do you have that crosshairs?
You're closest in to the middle.
I do not have the crosshairs.
I'll grab it for you.
Well, I'm not doing any lines now.
Correct. And then what side
No.
is?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know what accounts for it, but in the recap, Kieran and Ben are just taking substantially more damage from chains, and they're not doing. I don't know how to interpret that. I guess everybody has the phase 1 chains, but
Yeah, if you filter for P2 only, is that still true?
we're working in real time. I had the wrong logs pulled up. I didn't have yours.
Do
for
we
the
have
last
logs right now? I don't
Just
see a
yours.
live log for today.
It looks like no.
Okay. Turning.
No, I was
didn't
literally
feel
looking
it.
at
I'm live logging for personal.
Okay. Do you mind just dropping a link?
Yeah, I just put it in guild.
Thank you.
Yep, it's just taking so much damage. That whole side.
Well, really, if it helps, and I don't know healers, but it's that chain slam. Like if I could, whenever he like slams down his weapon, if I was just top there rather than being healed during the soak, like that is really where I'm like healing myself. Like I'm like every time he does the slam, I get really low, and then like if that was not there, it wouldn't be as bad. But again, that might not help. I don't know, but we're moving, like the soaks are done, and he just like takes his thing and slams it down in the big blue circle. He puts down a big blue circle and then slams it down. That always chunks me really hard, which makes me
That's
scary
right.
for that part. If
Well, the
it's
first
easier to
step-
heal there rather
the
than
first step
during.
is painted, not surging, right? Like that's a touch. That's not
Right, but that was because
Okay.
of just I had no more resources and had to receive some sort of external.
No, you like stepped into
No,
a
you
Beyblade,
touched an orb.
which is why Ben took a ton of damage there, which is what I was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What I was noticing is that I was watching your side, and you were just taking a ton more damage than Codex's side, and that's because people are touching Beyblades. Right now we have. Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
It's down, Codex.
1.
I'll drive by, grab it on the way there.
Oh yeah.
It's right in front of the gateway.
Because you got your best area. Like you won't have seen it yet, but you downloaded it before.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, just tilt your character 45 degrees.
Yeah.
I believe. Touch. Melee, Sozen. Doing some bombs and line of sight.
Pain harvests are just like incredible.
You get the drive-by?
Line.
Yeah.
Is there a table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call it fast food.
Touching after these bombs. After these bombs. this, we're going to be doing a line and touch.
Do we need cover? What?
I got it.
Melee get there.
Ah! Then don't res with her. I think we do need a second gate.
We'll need backup. The gate's
Go
still
with
there.
a health potion, please. Oh, we lost codex as well. That's just a reset.
Yeah, I got death gripped into that.
Yeah. Absolutely legendary. Were there, what did we die to there?
Somehow Fat figured my soul shape and went to the hole after I came up, and it like sucked me down.
The hole was yanking, I assume. Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button.
Ready? Hold.
Yeah.
I definitely pressed
We're
the
getting
right
some.
button. Did it res.
We're getting some good ones in.
Suspicious.
IRT, he is ready now.
Appreciate the druids like pumping out 4K HPS. It's fun news.
Heart of the Wild's a pretty good button.
Damn, dude.
Spamming
Mood juice
heals.
with that fucking leech, dude. Look at this shit.
He has so much leech gear, it's
Mythic.
ridiculous.
He is fucking 20% of his healing is just leech.
Not good to get the res.
He's been planning that set all
He's
tier.
going resto, dude. He's just gonna swap resto.
Taco, did you get the res?
All the,
Yeah, feast.
healers
Minus now.
just got a
It's under the-
fucking hard on moo
We're
when
good.
they saw that.
Yeah, it's under the mount.
Alright, can I fix my treats?
Especially when you have like the highest burst in the game. It's just, you're invincible when you're ramping.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I watched that video again just to reiterate, and I feel like I'm going to the same spot. I feel like we're not. I don't know. But if I'm touching,
I mean,
if I'm getting Beybladed, then I'll go back further.
It was a
Beyblade,
damage
vent.
Yeah.
The damage vent was tainted Azurite, which is touching the Beyblade.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be more cautious of it. That's my bad then.
Silly question. Since you're taking me out of the soak, I don't know where I'm planting in P2 when I'm not in the line. Like, is there?
Take Kez's
Not
spot
in
in the
melee.
way plan.
Back right.
Yeah, which is like, yeah, just outside of. So if the boss right now were in phase 2, you'd be basically where Schwab is.
Schwab, can you do a couple jumps?
He's jumping right now. He's been jumping for the last 10 seconds.
Thanks, babe.
Okay. Real ready check. I'm trying to decide if there are bottle rockets or handgun shots happening on the next block. Probably bottle rockets based on nobody else being excited about it. Can we get a new end? Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, Holy. And, there's absolutely no way. I mean, there is a way to tell, but the point I'm making is it's not necessarily the person who takes the Tainted Azurite's fault. But
That's right. Someone got touched on that side, within 20 yards of Kieran. There's someone on either side.
Remember the NPC drama? Touched by an Andrew. Where's ABC?
Okay, I got you now.
Touch.
I thought you were saying I was.
No, so, I mean someone touched.
Yeah, I got it. I got it now.
Melee soak. We line it after these runes.
There's one that was up. Go ahead and press a health potion here.
Give up.
No, dude.
Touch. Potions. Limbs. We have a tank combo. This is healers on deck for tank combo.
Yeah, it's a.
Elite jump there.
We need to just not do that 3 times on a
Healer's
pull.
scope. Ranger staying here unless you get a bomb.
Else.
Line of sight.
Line's coming now.
Back a segment after the mine. After the mine. Good. Move back. Watch the floors open in here.
Back up for a second in there on the left.
Charms are coming in 3 seconds. Under the boss.
I'll do a backup one. Okay, struggle.
Bob is far. Oh no, someone's Let's go, Sean. Ignore me. Save Sean.
Who's doing wither? Schwab.
Oh wait.
Yep, you're good. You're good. You're right there. Yep.
Back a segment after this front wall. After Torment. First, charms after. Under the boss. Under the boss with the charm. Switch. Charming friends. Good. Back to the boss. Healing 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Punch down. Good. After this one, make sure your boss is clear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next slice as soon as he's done with his task. Mike goes on the boss.
And then torment. Don't be in the lane that the tormentors need to block. Great time for a health con if you still have it.
Robin's big damage here. Make your friends, guys. Negatives are still out. We're touching in 2, 1. Touch.
Watch the Ezra.
Yeah, that we were behind the timer there. Wow, a billion people just got hit. I know we were behind the timer there, but that's because we were waiting for people who were mind controlled to get back into their positions.
1.
Yeah, that
That's a
was
good
like a
trash
really
load.
bad mind control.
We
I'm
just
not sure.
just need people to do damage to MCs. Like that's our biggest pain point in this whole fight right now, other than people not jumping into holes in P1. Is
Yeah, that
not
was
flopping to mind
that
control.
was such a scuffed P1.
Do we not have a movement speed on that last bombs going in holes? Like the one that happens after?
It's just fucking stupid.
There's a
Yeah,
wind
yeah.
rush between where the people just were and where the holes are. So if you're taking a circuitous route, you would go through it.
The one that we're already stacked up, we just took the 6th stack. We're all standing together, and then we get a thing of bombs.
Oh, before the
Before
Yeah,
the
because
gate?
I didn't. No,
No,
after
it's
the
after
gate.
the gate. It's the where we do the link.
Yeah.
So my win rush is before that goes down. I've been putting it on the gate, so you should have it as you take the gate.
Because I didn't have
I think
any
you save it.
buttons.
I think you save it for after that set of ruins, because I don't think we need it coming away from the gate. We're only walking like 3 steps after the gate.
All right,
Right.
so it's assigned. So where do you want it?
Yeah, we were very clear. Maybe we definitely need to make sure we're communicating this, but the anchors and the timers are to other abilities, and it's like the movement that is closest to that. Because if you're dropping it like on the gate, we're literally stepping 3 steps, and then we're standing still for 20 seconds. But coming out of that, I think as soon as we've soaked and people are starting to move away, I think that's when.
Right, when bombs
So the
go out.
so the other end is okay. I mean, it stays for a while.
Yes.
Just the other end of the gate. Okay.
Absolutely.
I can put
And
it
maybe drop it after we soak the pool. Yeah. So that pool.
Yeah, because that wind rush is to help people that get the bombs after our 6-stack link thing get to their holes. Because I had nothing left at that point, and I was just slow walking to my far corner the entire time I had my bomb.
Yeah, I've been putting it on the other end. Then I'll swap it. My bad.
All food.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking really quick. Okay, so damage taken there from Tainted Azurite was for 3 deaths. Was like huge Kieran movement. Each of you took almost 50k.
Do we know who's getting hit?
I mean, you can ask Ben, but I swear we're not touching. We're not hitting each other.
You have a
so
vibe?
The damage
I don't
is
know.
coming.
If it's those 3, then whoever's in the middle is the one that's getting hit.
I mean, Keds also took the damage because it's a splash, right? That's
Right.
20.
It could be either of the middle 2 that got hit. But does who's getting hit know they're getting hit?
I'm gonna say no because I don't think I'm getting hit, but I'm in the middle there because I'm between Kieran and Moo.
Yeah, I've not been watching Moo and the other person.
Okay, that does explain it. Rex says that he transcendenced right back into it,
Got it.
which does a splash to everyone around.
Yep.
That was that very last one, though. Is that what you were talking about?
Yes, that was the last one that everybody took it.
Is that... But
It
Rek,
was-
is that happening consistently? Because this has been like multiple pulls that we've been having. Okay, so that's an isolated event. Let's just try our best on that left side to make sure we're okay. I know it's already top of mind.
So the pull immediately before that, we took 0 damage from Tainted Azurite. The pull immediately before that, we took a lot of damage.
I believe that 3 pulls ago was one where I had an MC late and I tried to get back in.
Yeah.
And then I blinked in it. My angle, obviously, when I'm blinking, is not going to be
Nerd.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. And what Ben just said made me remember. How much leeway do we have with the timer on that for soaking if somebody is late with an MC?
The important part is synchronicity. I wouldn't wait. Like, you just don't want to reset the. You don't want to reset the debuff before we would need to be in position for the next one. So it should be like at most 3 seconds off.
Right, and I will say the
Okay.
other thing that's worth keeping in mind is that if we are switching to MCs in a timely way, it shouldn't be a problem on tanks.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like we just need everybody to tap to the MCs.
5,
We
4,
have
3,
the
2,
command for it, and
1.
we can see if we've done it or not. Obviously, the MC people will have less MC damage. But
Nerd.
Right. But overall, the course of the night is like a valuable metric.
I got that safety dance song stuck in my head.
Touch. Gonna be line of sighting after this. Ooh, we got a late jump in. Almost back left.
he hopefully said "fuck me" in voice.
Healing Let's top our bomb people. We got some bomb people in death range.
That was mine.
The late
I think.
jumpers again. 2 of them.
What is
trying.
happening?
What's going on here?
I'm not gonna have.
Peace, boys.
I'm not gonna have synced for this.
Healers touched. That's the first look we got a bomb healer.
I'm not making it. I had no movement. Alright, I got the ball.
Okay, I had the torment in midair.
Can we maybe just reset here?
Let's line. Yep. Line touch just to get the movement and then the reset. Yes. Touch.
Bananas.
Die. Runes just don't jump in holes. Just fucking kill your friends.
So melee side, I think, chained with whether enemy made a ginormous U shape.
Oh yeah.
No, I was.
And we also didn't jump into.
Well, you had the beam, and no one was touching our pool, so you picked it up from somebody, or somebody was near you. Because Moo died the second he entered the pool, and ours didn't even pop.
I didn't get him really far back, sorry.
Motherfucker!
That's one other thing that would be helpful. This is like a silly time savey thing. If we call a wipe, don't run to the by the social platform.
Yep. If you want to die and guarantee your res, jump into Azeroth.
Okay, so we wiped like that 40 times last week. We got the one out of our system for tonight. Let's continue on.
Can we
like
get
P2, P3?
So
I got back to back left, and it was like I ran out of movement the second time. The first one, I didn't read that it was back left. I just read left, and then I realized that it was back left, and I was like, oh fuck me. That's when I said fuck me.
Right. I mean, just jump in the wrong hole if you have to. Imagine reading. Yeah, imagine not just looking at a diagram.
I'd be fucked if I had to read. I rely on this diagram.
We still do have our grips. We still do have our Tiger's Lust. So let's make sure we're using those and not dying. So we've done phase 1 so cleanly a couple of times.
I just never get the top one. So it's the first time I got it, and I tried to go in the middle one instead. That's my bad.
2, 1.
Okay, just don't do it again.
Okay.
Never.
What the fuck is going on with this boss?
These bombs we're going to touch, don't get knocked into the food. Touching at 2, 1. Healers are on deck for this tank set. If you get a bomb here, make sure you press the first one because it's our spooky overlay. We're gonna line and then heal shortly after. Line and touch.
Right, the 2.
The red quickly so you can rest.
One shot.
Off the side. Jump in the hole.
Was that a late move, or did we just miss the lines? Wreck.
It didn't look like I was in the lines, but I guess I was.
Sir Brew?
That might be the problem.
Oh, nice. I've been muted all night. That's great.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh no!
It didn't look like I was in the lines, but obviously I was.
That's better than the alternative. It's like, oh god, he's having internet stability issues.
Yeah, that would be a bummer.
Lines do be doing that sometimes, you know.
Yep.
Scooby
All right,
Dooby
let's get to everyone. Just quick focus up here. We got one big P3 full before break, or multiple sad, very flaccid P1, P2 pulls before break. So let's get our P3 pull.
What up?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go see Defile.
Nothing wrong with Flaccid. He was probably tired.
We're just growers.
Long day, man. Long day. I've been up 16 hours.
God bless you. Right, food.
Sure, he tried. He really tried.
Feels pretty good.
It happens to everyone.
It really does.
My tired Sulays gamers.
Did you see that though? There was no lines on me.
Everybody
I was in a
pop it and extend
triangle of lines.
Good.
I don't know.
Are you pronouncing the E at the end of
This game is trash.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait for Wrath Classic.
Gas station. Hold on.
Applied directly to the forehead.
The single tap.
You got great marketing. I gotta tell you.
Also pulled early there. Whoops.
Touching in 2.
This game is trash.
Melee set.
Fucking Wind Rush almost kills me every time. Waiting to yeet into a hole.
Line. After this set, we're gonna be healing, and then healers are on deck for our tank soak mechanic. Touch. A weird double back there. Healer's touch.
Big damn.
We're gonna be tormenting into line of sight. Okay. We're getting ready to line here. Touching during. Touch.
No lines on me. No lines on me.
Gotta watch that debuff. Let's
Fuck him.
reset. Let's get another one in.
Grebs, if you want to swap, like, either consistently swap or, like, just... You...
Oh, I was just gonna swap on the third, but I can swap every one.
No, I meant, like, the initial one you wanted to swap on. So, like, you went back to your original spot, so I went to yours, and then you stuttered. And that's why we missed a tick there. So either just, like, always go to, like, my old position, or, like, just stay in your original position.
Alright, I'll just stay near some.
Okay. And then I will always make my way back there.
I just said quickly eat.
You get low drops.
You guys ever listen to techno? Nobody listens to techno.
Oh, thanks.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Invoker main, Dragonflight. Tank spec.
Touch. Melee. Are we lining after these bombs? I'm on line. After these bombs, we're going to heal, and then our healers are on deck. Touch. Good. Healers are on deck for 10 seconds. Got a bomb, press personal heals. Big overlap.
Oop.
That was smooth for sure.
I think that was 2 people.
It was definitely
Yeah, and
two.
it cascaded because torments were overlapping there as well. Yeah, it was 2 runes went off, and then a torment. A couple other, like.
So we should
torment
probably break here and then, you know, wake up.
Yeah.
Agree.
Do we know who missed their bombs there?
I did.
Moo and one other person who's not said anything?
I thought he said that it was
What?
residual from the.
Nope.
thing.
2 bombs went off and then a torment
Oh,
killed us. 2 people didn't get their bombs in, and the other person is just.
Oh. Am I giving my last name over the interwebs? Oh man. You're just so tired you don't want to do anything. That's what I'm feeling like right now. Oh my god, blood. Ammon round still alive.
Why are you not giving me horses?
Please explain. What is a horse in this situation?
Horses. Moo opened a trade and put in 2 horses and then escaped.
Classic Moo.
What the fuck?
Call him the old Canadian sausage factory.
Do you think Villaini's gonna make me sick?
Definitely possible. Not guaranteed though.
For the record, you could never make me sick, Villainy.
My
I
brother's
appreciate that, man.
No problem, dude.
my brother's girlfriend. I mean, they live in like a 2-bedroom, I guess, apartment. He had COVID, and she distanced for like 2 days. She was like, I can't sleep on the couch bed again. Like, this is just not an option. So she undistanced and never got sick. Just waiting on Rev Schwab ice. God, we are so fucking close. We are like consistently 2/3 of the way through this fight right now. And the last... Oh, apparently Courtney just broke a glass without shoes on, so Rev is having to sweep up some glass real quick. Yeah, I mean, just a quick roadmap to the end of the fight. We have phase 3, which is about a minute long. It's just a quick and dirty. I mean, we talked about it super quickly at the beginning of the match, beginning of the night. Basically, we go in, we bait falling debris, we bait we stack for the chains into the line to Azeroth Stoke. We bait the Defile gate, drop torments, and then we have like a solid 20 seconds where we just don't do anything. And the one thing I didn't mention in there is that we have 2 like hard soaks going on where we aren't actually connecting, we're just taking the damage buff. We were just absolutely fucking Goomba smashing the boss there. So phase 3, it's gonna take us a couple pulls, but it's truly like we know what to expect. And then phase 4 is hectic, and the one thing that we have to be really, really focused on in phase 4 is protecting Mr. President. So you are the master of whether we wipe or not, and whether you take avoidable damage or not in phase 4, because we start with 1 dot, and then the tanks take the second, and then at the end of that one, it multiplies to 4, so on and so forth. And we just need folks to be really, really frosty.
Mr. President, are you telling me I'm Donald Trump?
Keeping themselves alive. Our president order is Nash, then Wreck and Wither. Then we add Guap and Druids and Kieran. And Rev doesn't think we're gonna get an 8 set, so. But Rev is back, and now we just need Codex.
Alright,
I'm here a second ago. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, sorry, there was a incident with some glass without shoes. A shoeless glass.
3, 2, 1.
What a glass hole.
Both those Druid helmets rocking. Love it. Oh, value conduit right there. Good. This is melee on tanks. these runes in the direction.
Oh my god.
Touching 3. Touch. Healers. If you get a bomb here, make sure you're pressing a personal cooldown. Line. Ready to touch. Now. Okay, get there. You get pulled in after
Good
this
place
torment.
for a
Just
health
red far.
pot.
Red far, you're gonna get pulled in. Touch.
This is where you want your wind rush, Kieran.
Yeah, it's already down.
Perfect.
Healers.
Yes, healers on deck, thank you.
Range cheat back.
Red for torment. And we're lining after this spread.
Drinking.
Res ice quickly. Oh, Kieran to get
I should be able to.
Okay. And off the side. Jump.
My altar snapshotted me, and I thought I was safe, and it was also down in the hole.
Oh,
So I took altar back up top, and it fucking went right back in the hole. So, sorry. Sad to...
Die, Nash, die.
I'm trying.
So when he runs to try to die.
I don't want to swap to DPS trinkets.
One thing to reiterate just super quickly is that if you are popping 2 minutes in potion there, depending on your class, you should double check, but it seemed like you could afford to press pot as soon as bombs go out, but you really aren't going to be saving it anyway because you want to have it back up for... so pot you need to press anyway, but 2 minutes you could definitely wait and hammer once you see who the bombs are on as DPS and press them when you come back out if you get selected for a bomb instead of wasting your whole cooldown.
Shit.
You will still have, I think, 12 to 14 seconds left on the buff when you land. That's what we calculated. So not time for like a full whatever, but more than you'll get if you press a 2 minute as you're jumping in a hole.
2, 1.
Touch.
Get behind the far one. Okay, reset.
Reset. That's on me.
Clean up
I
phase
didn't
one.
realize what you were talking about until it already got in my spot.
I can feel it. This next one's gonna be the cleanest phase one, just like our third pull, which was our cleanest phase one ever. Get back there. We know we can do it. We know we can get to the end of phase one without using a single battle res. Just requires us to do our mechanics.
Oh.
Quick posture checkies.
Let me up, Holy.
Still flask.
Nailed the pull. Nailed it. Classic
That-
kill mirage.
Yeah, Guac Guac's posture was leaned so far forward. Couldn't resist.
Melee. Line of sight. Are you?
Go ahead and kill him.
I am
He's on
floating.
the heart of Azeroth. Ready to touch?
I tried.
Jump in the center.
Okay, let's do the mind controls correctly. Let's jump in holes correctly. This boss is so imminently killable. I know phase one is like the fiddliest part of this, and you know, we can have weird, annoying wipes to it just at random, regardless of how deep we are. But we can minimize that, or we cannot minimize that, and I promise. Having your undivided attention focused on where you're standing will help. Is the... I mean, our damage tonight is absolutely where it needs to be. Like, we are not lacking anything. We just need...
Food, please.
Yep, drop me feast. We
Let's
just need...
keep. Sorry, finish your thought.
I was gonna say, we just need people to focus up on positioning.
Good. If we can aim to keep the these next few pulls as if we're just starting the night out. Just open your eyes, turn off your monitors. We're gonna focus on the game and what we're playing. We can zoom through P1. Put on some Enya, I guess.
I fucking love Enya. I'm actually listening to Only Time right now. Thank you very much.
Do you like Enigma?
Yes.
Enigma's fucking what the real gamers listen to.
Context. Gamers and real
On a
gamers
Roku
alike.
flow. So fucking good.
5, 4,
Y'all think I'm trolling? I'm not, dude. I fucking love it.
I believe you, Billy.
Yeah, I used to listen to it. I don't know.
Okay, dude, you're daft.
Yeah, listen to me. Yeah.
Yes.
Mine did too, man.
I am literally not kidding. Like,
You had to throw that out there, fucking dick.
He's
fucking boomers.
ask
Dab,
Kevin.
dab. Melee touch.
Every
So I-
Christmas
well-
morning, we had like holiday Enya on.
Not inch.
Boss.
We're gonna be winning here.
Grabs, what the fuck?
Yep.
Healers, healers.
Hit it.
Press a personal if you have a bomb. Rewinding and getting ready to touch you. Cut. Melee stuff. Kill that quickly.
Yes.
Or kill Diz quickly, rather.
Turtle in it.
I'm fucking.
Use your health pot right now if you're low. Schwab health pot.
Yay. Touch. It's your potions. It's your cooldowns. Remember.
Healer.
I can
Press it.
Healers or range chief.
Mining here.
Use your health pot. Lots of people with health pot up. Whatever.
Drinking.
Rebuff, please.
Going on a magical journey.
We had this conversation on Thursday. Deja vu. So is that first incies?
5, 4,
Back under.
3, 2, 1. Targeting.
Weirdly placed formants there. We're touching in 3, 2, 1. Touch. That looked like multiple disc hits there. Watch the frontal. We're getting MCs after these torments here. Stack under. Good MC damage every time like that. We're touching in 4 seconds. 2, 1. Touch.
We have a res remove.
Yep. We're gonna move after this torment.
Grabs can't get him, so somebody else gotta get him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dog.
What's the health pot of
You're on your both health stone and health pot of cooldown.
Can we get mana tide, please?
Kill your friends.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Targeting.
Heal in 3.
Yep, we're we're touching in 2, 1, touch. Alright, we're moving 2 slices here. 2 slices. Big move incoming.
You know, coverage
After
for me.
Torment. Big move.
Kodak.
Big move. Big move. Big move.
Figured you were out of blinks. Sorry.
You're good. No, it's the same time.
2 slices.
We still haven't moved yet.
Bob, can you cover?
He's doing his own thing.
I know, he's literally not fucking moving. This is fantastic.
Torment. We're gonna get the last set of pylons here. We missed the heal because of the forever.
Punching.
Just, yeah.
There was just never was a.
We
It
just
was
missed
there.
it.
We just
He
missed
literally didn't move. Like
We need, like,
He
I know
taunted
that he
off
has
the
a
gate.
cast sequence, but are we able to pre-move him there? Like, can you scoot during the torment? Just get him.
I mean, I could probably sneak in front of that hole
Yeah.
as much as we can.
Yeah.
Let's just heal. Just here, let's bait to where the hunters are standing right now. Oh, yeah, sorry, we didn't get. And now we move over to Skull.
Can we heal with this one or?
The boss
no?
needs to be at Skull right now. The boss needs to be far back.
We will immediately chain break here.
The boss needs to be on the edge of the room. The whole raid needs to be in front of the boss right now, soaking the beam.
Yeah, so there it's the
boss
tank who needs to chain
on
break.
the rim. Yep, and the tank has to walk far and chain break. So Rek should have the boss there. Rek should monk taunt the boss to the rim. Move out, break chains.
Boss should be like on Skull, not on the very, very outside edge. Because
No, the boss.
I
He
promise
should
he can't
next
be
to
because
the
we can't.
Azeroth soak.
Exactly, we can't step into the blood. So we should be like right here.
Well, we can, but the boss can.
And the boss is not going to walk past the tanks.
Right. I mean, most POVs that I've seen have him on the outer rim. Like, as much as we're able to get him as close as possible to that, that would be ideal.
Is this the gate that we're gonna have for that part?
Yes.
Skull to.
Yeah,
Skull,
whoever
it's
puts
the
that
defile
down
gate.
is good.
It's the defile gate. It's
Not
I need a res, please.
not on Skull. Sorry.
Show me where you want him now that I can see.
So whether the gate will be like here-ish, the second gate.
And then destination in the same place, or?
Yeah, like as far as you can throw it into the next triangle. And Rek, so the blood soak is. Forget if it's in which one. I think it's in this one. I think the blood soak is in this hex. So ideally, what happens is the boss is like in this hex. You're tanking the boss right over here. You're doing your thing. You get the chains on you. You roll this way to snap all the chains. Do you see where I am?
Yep.
You roll this way to snap all the chains, and then you come back in. We bait the defile where the raid is, which is like, no, Ferris, I think you're right. I
Yeah,
think you're right.
definitely
I think it is on
right.
Spell. Yeah, because it's just in front of the. That's my bad, Wither.
Never
Yes,
been
it
more
is on
confident
Spell.
about
No.
anything,
You're
especially on this
I
fight.
concede. I concede. I'm totally wrong about that. The gate is on Skull, because these take up a whole big hex.
A whole line.
And then we all bait on Skull as soon as he starts casting Defile. Not when he finishes, not before he casts it. When he starts casting Defile, we're all gonna take the gate, and then we're going to handle the Torment with our weak aura.
Yeah, we weren't over that before you
us?
were here. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
We literally like step by step to the beginning of that phase.
I love it. All right.
So there's only 10 people that get selected with that. So where
Correct.
does?
And every hunter is pre-turtling before the gate.
Yes, but my question is, we never talked about if you're not marked, where do you go?
In the middle.
So you don't go in the middle out the gate. You go just around the boss. Like it's if the boss is on Skull, we're gonna be dropping torments all around here to avoid clutter. What I see most people doing is just grouping like on the edge of the torment circles,
So I'm the boss right now. Let's do a quick play-by-play. So beginning of phase 3, so skull is the edge of the wall that we're using to phase. So we start the phase baiting right here. Everybody who's not the tanks, we start the phase baiting right here. Let's do a quick play-by-play. We start the phase. As soon as the bullshit comes down from the sky, we step out of it. We're stepping into a safe spot, and then we move over to skull.
And
this
we
is where
already
we
have a tank back here, like taunting the boss, so that he big scoots into position.
And this is where the blood is, so tanks have to be super careful. But this is where we drop barrier and AMZ. That's also where it's Moo's roar there, and Kez's healing tide. The tank beelines out to break those chains while we're all standing in barrier. We have just a moment there, just a super quick moment there while we're still standing in barrier before we just step out and trigger the heal. It's not actually connecting, it's just giving us our DPS buff. So that's happening at 7 minutes 1 second. Defile is just
Shut up!
a few moments later.
I'm trying to
Sorry, no,
listen.
I'm totally getting out of myself.
Dang!
So we heal, and then we have the line soak.
The heal is after the line soak.
Oh, sorry. It's line soak.
It's chain snap, line soak, heal, defile, gate.
And ideally, so this hole will be closed, but we all just shift momentarily to this side. Stand in the line so that we soak it and heart doesn't die. Then we come back out, soak, take our gate, bada bing, bada boom. People will have their weak auras pop up if they have the shit. If you don't have the shit, the boss will be right in the middle of this circle. If you don't have the shit, you're just stepping just barely out of the torment. If you're melee,
it's going to be a little further than where you are right now. It's going to be like back here.
Right. Remember, you're orienting from the middle.
Look at the heart. Yep. The same as with the triangle leaf aura. You turn your camera at the heart, and then you figure out where you're going. You want to, just like Cosmic Shift, overlap your torment circle with other people's torment circles, who are also
literally just Lahubum.
It's two people.
Lahubum.
Yep.
You are pixel stacked with one other person for the torment circle.
Correct. Check food. Check oils.
And there on that last one, that was just the surging damage for my death. There, I died in the puddle.
Yes.
I can look back. Okay.
That was progress, though, for sure.
4, 3,
Absolutely.
2, 1.
Touch. Good. This is melee with tank.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are we lining after this? Resin. Villainy, wait till after line to take. Okay, to take. Handle these. Cut.
lines here. Be frosty on the line. Okay.
Kieran quickly, or Keziah, pardon me.
You just see the first letter? What's going on?
Yes, I do just see the first letter. Stack under with charms. Stack under. Big damage on these guys. Make sure we're hitting.
Melanie, you can't be under the boss, man.
Yeah, I'm having a rough time. I know.
Touching in 3, 2, 1. Touch.
Some kind of melee.
Moving. Move.
More map than 3 here.
We need to do a better job of creating safe spaces.
Arms.
Melee stack under.
Switch.
Touching in 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch. Okay, thanks for moving after the torment, but let's try and have you guys go during it. Boss is moving to the good. Let's watch.
Oops. A little early on my hymn there. Sorry.
Charms under the boss now.
We need quick DPS here, guys. Everybody.
Go.
Heal in 5.
Touching in 3, 2, 1. Touch. Watch through melee. Watch through melee. Multiples. Good adjustment. Tanks, we should be moving. Tanks are moving the boss now. 2 slices. 2 slices. There's going to be a torment. The boss is still booking it. Handle this torment on the fly. Good. Scooting. We need to
Great
go
time for a health
one
pump.
more slice, tank. Get him into that next slice fully.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Be ready to hit.
Now he's good. Yep.
Oh,
Touch.
I think we should be.
No, he's right
That is
where he
the-
needs to
that
be.
is the right
Not into the
moment
next
to
slice.
touch.
He needs to be right where he's standing, not in the next
Yeah.
slice. He needs to be right where Biz's seat is.
Just up
That
against
is
it.
halfway between against this wall.
Yeah,
not in the
yeah,
next
yeah.
slice.
He was too just close to the heart. He was in the right, like, radial line, but he was too central.
It was great DPS. We phased too early there. We would have been exactly where we were supposed to be there. No, you're good. You're good. You were doing the Lord's work over there. This boss moves like a fucking
Yeah, so he
aircraft
just needs to
carrier.
be in position before that touch moment. So we're gonna have to move during that torment. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts around it.
Yeah, and that's the scariest of the touches as well because the angle
Yep.
is just really tight on the melee group. So melee just has to be really, really careful. Check armor patches; they're about to fall.
And just as a easy reminder, 3 and 4 are just closer together, and so as far as the touch timings. So
yes,
just
Yeah,
as a heads up.
I was like 3 steps behind where I needed to be, and that's what caused me to get sniped and blow up that whole side.
That's 2 people. Do it again.
Context? Crush your Suleas.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
a sec. Else.
You get a bomb, press it defensive. Getting ready to line. Touching you as well. Touch melee. Touch range.
We will have to touch on the next heart, FYI.
Yep.
I'll connect.
Yep.
Good spot for a health pot.
That can take stand forward as well to help.
We have 3 seconds left. Wait.
Got it. It's really good though, so we're gonna just be wiping here. Let's see how far we can go though.
Oh, well.
Percentage wise.
Yeah, why not?
We lusted, so it's gonna be good.
I know.
Let's practice this last move here. Got domination. And lines, practice these.
And jump in a hole.
Can you notice my body right now?
I just jumped in a hole. That potion.
What about
So,
your body?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I took the gate, stood there for a bit, and then it says here that the oppression from the being inside. Is that, am I reading that wrong? 'Cause that's what it says I died to.
It's fall off damage. It still does damage even when you.
Yeah, no, it just does
You're
damage.
at 14%.
Okay, I thought this was saying that I
It's just press
got
F
hit
jump.
by the circle under him, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's
The
I can
circle.
call that.
Yeah.
If I get that one specifically, if I get a bomb, I have a ramp there, so it's gonna be maybe everyone healthstone kind of thing. If I get a
Gotcha.
bomb, that's
Yeah,
that-
I mean, it
think that's
just
what killed it.
it came out of nowhere. It was first time it's ever happened, but it was just
Yeah, that's
very
helpful
weird.
now.
Yeah, I'll call if I get a bomb.
I think that you're the 2 people who received 0 healing from my from my.
I don't understand like LinkedIn
big wog there.
and stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
You
A lot of patches fell off.
Touch. Mining here. Safe. Deeper ends. Healing there after. Touch. Healers with tanks. Healers.
Fuck
You
you,
were
Rex.
going to Hellstone
Cap.
RP.
My ranged endpoint just really gotta watch your debuff duration there.
Yeah, my bad. Just went in a little bit early.
Wreck Brew's MC was my fault. I was in 3 lines and slightly adjusted, and mine went through his. My bad.
If he was Volpero like me, he could just duck underneath the line. You know what I mean?
Does that really work?
No.
Oh my god. That makes the goblin tech even stronger, dude.
Oh, dude. Well, if you grab some change.
Right, well, we're regressing, so we turned it around quite well at about the 10:20 mark last week. Let's do that again, shall we?
Had a couple of great deep pulls there a minute ago. We can keep getting it deep. Get it deep.
Yeah, turn that frown upside down. All right.
I mean,
P1
I'm not
is
saying
still
any of it.
very hard, but
I don't think
P1
he was
is hard.
dude.
I mean, if we get through P1 cleanly, we make it to P3. Like, that's the reality of it. Our P2 is looking great. We just need people to wake up for the first 3 minutes of the fight.
Yep.
It's not really a fight where you just like get in a rhythm and be on autopilot because shit's always changing.
Alright, I'm trying to type ready check and failing 8 times. Taco, armor patch please, if you need to open one trade. I'll only make fun of you.
They'll only make fun of you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Hold by a
Classic
wreck,
kill
bro.
barrage. Just the warlock really cool there.
Really?
Yep.
Details was pretty confident it was Wreck Brew, even though it ran the other way.
That was the Felguard charging.
Rude.
You're actually a warlock, that dude, sorry. Wanted to give you a more impactful role.
Damn.
Wow.
We all warlocks.
Whoa.
You should be happy, dude. You're PI.
Oh, that's a big move.
Range, be careful. Range, be careful on the line of sight here.
No!
Good adjustment.
That's mine, I think.
Look like it.
Grabs and we're gonna fucking kill you. Stop pushing your W button.
We get any movement.
Line. Touching during. Watch your debuff. Melee touch.
Going quick, we can touch on the last one.
Ooh!
It's 2 deaths. Touch. Touch. You let the debuff fall off the side.
Ben was dead. I didn't notice.
Was that a 2 people, 1 hole situation that killed
Listen, you're
Here you
gonna
go.
be the death of me.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
went
go
to the
in
wrong
there.
hole.
Roger.
Right.
I've been going to that same hole all night, and then it decided to shift on me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, let's focus up and make sure we're going to the correct positions in that ranged line. No wavering.
You need a
We
new
need-
food.